Hi, everybody. Well, I'm sorry a little late, but we are very excited about the opportunity here today to expand a business in Franklin Park, and I really want to thank the mayor for his commitment to jobs and business and economic growth. Those are all the things that are important in our state, no matter what town you're in, whether it's Franklin Park or any park in our state of Illinois, any part of Illinois. We want to make sure that we emphasize economic growth and jobs, and especially manufacturing jobs, because manufacturing creates other jobs, supply jobs, contracting jobs, and it's very important that our state, which has a long and proud history of manufacturing and making things, continue that into the 21st century here and keep on growing, because over the last few years, as we've recovered from the worst recession we've had in our lifetimes, we have been able to grow more manufacturing jobs. And that's why today, on behalf of the people of Illinois, we want to thank Cortina, which makes safety products. Very, very important, especially for our roads in particular. I think it's important that we understand that we all have a duty to try and make our roads as safe as possible, and some of the products that this fine company makes are used for safety purposes on the highways of Illinois and the highways of America. And in Illinois, we've had, over the last 4 years, historic declines in the number of fatalities on our roadways. We want to make that zero as soon as we possibly can, but we've been driving down the number of fatalities, and that's due to all kinds of safety efforts. We work very closely with Secretary of State Jesse White, and we also want to make sure that the people of Illinois know that the products that are used to alert them to any hazards that may be ahead, those are products made in Illinois. And I think it's so important. I want to thank Mayor Barrett Peterson, who we'll be hearing from very shortly, but this is one of the key areas of manufacturing in Illinois. I forget whether it's fourth or fifth, Mayor? Fourth in the whole state of Illinois. This is the fourth largest concentration of manufacturing businesses right here in Franklin Park, and it's very close, as you know, to O'Hare Field, close to transportation, and we've got to make sure that all of the businesses know what the possibilities are. And we're going to hear from Digital Realty Trust here today because one of the great efforts that we've been making in our state is to try and get more data centers located in Illinois. Data centers are part of the information economy, and Digital Realty Trust is going to talk about their investment right here in Franklin Park because of its access to broadband deployment and fiber that can help in their business, and that attracts other businesses. When we have data centers, that's a very important part of many businesses' plan for their growth in the 21st century. So as the governor of Illinois, you have the Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity. We'll be hearing a little bit from them, but it's important that we spread the word, spread the gospel, that the people of Illinois are good and true. A lot of folks who were unemployed in the past are now coming back into the job market. We want them into the job market. We want to encourage them to come forward, and we got to work very closely with everyone with their skills in order to get them a job that they can support their family on. That's one of the highest missions we have, is to help people have a middle-class standard of living. That is what Illinois has always been about, and that's what we will continue to be about in our Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity, investing in communities like Franklin Park, working with mayors like Barrett Peterson, and making sure we help businesses like this family-owned business. And we're going to hear from the family today. And I was just talking to Mark on the way in that I think it was Rosary College you attended, got a master's degree and master's of business, as well as a undergraduate degree from a school nearby here. That's what it's all about. It's about families working together for the common good. And I think that's really what Franklin Park is all about. And on behalf of the people of Illinois, I want to bring forward the mayor, somebody who understands economic growth as well as any mayor in the whole state of Illinois, Barrett Peterson. Take it from him.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for joining us. Governor Quinn likes to come and talk about his favorite four-letter word, J-O-B-S. I I didn't hear him spell it out, but I'm always pleased when he talks about that, especially when he's in Franklin Park. We're very pleased to have you with, and Director Pollitt, who I think is joining us. Thank you for being here. It's an honor to have you both here. I'm pleased that you are able to see in person what many of us already know. Franklin Park is not only the state's fourth largest manufacturing district, it is also a thriving business center that continues to demonstrate growth and vitality. During difficult economic times, creating and retaining jobs is one of our highest priorities. Economic vitality leads to more jobs and stable home prices for our residents. We've made it our mission to welcome new firms and investment into our village and to assist in our existing businesses to grow and prosper in Franklin Park, and certainly Cortina is one of them. We've made it our mission to welcome new firms and investment in our village, and also to our present businesses. We've worked to improve our customer service and cut red tape because we know it makes sense to make it easy for businesses to move in, and I'm sure that many of the people here, Dan Carioja with Interplex Daystar was about to move out of Franklin Park. Pat Quinn was instrumental in making sure that Interplex Daystar stayed here. We saved him at the last minute. I didn't think Dan wanted to move out of town. We've worked to improve our customer service, including streamlining our permit process and occupancy applications, and I'm pleased to announce that these efforts have paid significant dividends. Despite the recession, we've seen a steady increase in investment in Franklin Park. More than 150 businesses have opened shop in our village in the last 4 years, and 50 in the last year alone. We know that good communication is the first step in keeping jobs in our community. That's why we meet regularly with our businesses and operators so we can facilitate their growth and expansion in Franklin Park. And the Cortina Companies is a family-owned firm that has made its home in Franklin Park since 1989. Mike Gianelli is the chairman of our Economic Development Commission, and Mike is a humble gentleman, and that's why he's not standing up here and making his son stand up here. We were eager to assist Jeff Gianelli and his brother and family move the newly acquired company from Michigan to Franklin Park. Cortina Safety Products Group will expand into the facility that we're standing in now and probably potentially move to another facility, occupying 100,000 square feet, and will add approximately 35 jobs to our community. This acquisition will help to create the largest highway safety company in the country. That means they're going to be, if not one, but the second largest manufacturer of public highway safety equipment in the country. And that's exciting. It will make them the preeminent NAFTA manufacturer and supplier to the traffic safety industry. Cortina made this commitment to Franklin Park because Franklin Park offers superior access to markets and workers, and I want to thank Jeff for deciding to bring this exciting new business to Franklin Park. I'd also like to thank our partners in this effort, including Pam McDonough. Thank you, Pam, President of the Alliance of Illinois Manufacturers. We've been working very closely with them on a number of different things, and the staff at the Illinois Department of Economic Opportunity. We appreciate your help, Director. In Franklin Park, we're also welcoming new business investment to our village. San Francisco-based Digital Realty Trust is a leading global provider of data center solutions. Franklin Park represents a new style of business activity in our village, and their location and investment here is very exciting. Their new data center will be called Digital Chicago, an appropriate name. Maybe you should name it Digital Franklin Park. It is a 575,000 square foot office and industrial complex on Grand Avenue at the old Motorola location. Digital Realty is making, I've got written here 28 million, but I've been told that it's probably over 60 million. And Glenn indicates that it will probably surpass $400 or $500 million investment in Franklin Park. So welcome to Franklin Park, guys. We love you. The company has already created 50 new jobs this year, and additional improvements to the site will create up to 100 new jobs. The company looked at over a dozen properties in the Chicago metro area, but ultimately chose Franklin Park because the price was right and our location offered access to fiber optic cable, thanks to Motorola, and an excellent proximity to O'Hare Airport. I want to thank Steve Smith from Digital Realty for your investment in our community. I know that you had a choice, and I thank you for making Franklin Park your business address. We are proud of the progress we have made, but this is just the beginning. The expansion of the Elgin O'Hare Western Access and the building of the Taft Avenue Bridge will provide even greater accessibility and connectivity for our businesses, and will provide increased stormwater capacity to our village. And I want to thank the governor for being so instrumental in moving that forward and persuading the tollway to take that on. It is a $3.4 billion project. 3.1.275 has already been provided for it. It'll create 65,000 permanent new jobs and 35,000 construction jobs. So we're very excited about that. Franklin Park is open for business. We are committed to helping companies to stay, invest, succeed, and create jobs in Franklin Park. Thank you, Governor, and thank you, Director Pollitt, for being our partners in this effort.
Well said there, Barrett. Well done.
Thank you,
Very
sir.
well done.
Thank you.
Well, I want to definitely thank Barrett. I would say he's the jobs mayor, as far as I'm concerned. Just hearing all that, and yes, you can, because I've worked with Barrett over the last 4 years. I've been governor a little over 4 years, and it really is inspiring to see what Franklin Park is doing on the jobs front. And he mentioned the Elgin O'Hare Expressway that we're going to be building. That's going to help Franklin Park and help a lot of businesses all around O'Hare. And we have to understand that's one of our #1 assets. The fact that I remember my uncle worked for Motorola, not too far from here, here in Franklin Park. And, you know, to take a building that is now being repurposed for a data center, a 21st century data center that helps our manufacturing, helps all kinds of businesses access to high-speed internet, ultra-high speed if we can, is really, really important for our businesses of Illinois to grow and prosper in a very competitive world. And so I really think Franklin Park is on the cutting edge. I do want to bring forward Jeff here. I was talking to Jeff, and we're so proud of his company. What Barrett said, one of the leading manufacturers of highway safety products in the whole country. And in Illinois, we right now have a huge highway repair, highway building, bridge building, and bridge repair initiative going on. We're investing billions of dollars all across our state through IDOT, the Illinois Department of Transportation, and the tollway. And so we're going to need a lot of the equipment that Cortina produces. So without further ado, we want Jeff to come forward and say a few words. Jeff, take it away.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Governor Quinn, Director Pollitt, Mayor Peterson, Rep. McAuliffe, and Rep. Lilly. We appreciate your coming out to visit us here today. As you can see, we're still in the midst, in the very early stages of the Kimberly-Clark Jackson Safety Work Zone acquisition. This acquisition and expansion, as the Governor said, will allow us to be the preeminent manufacturer and distributor of highway safety products in North America. For over 40 years, the Cortina brand has been recognized as best in class. This acquisition could never have been put together without the assistance of many business partners. First and foremost, Ken Michaelasco with American Charter Bank, John Schneider from the Village of Franklin Park, and Pam McDonough of the Alliance worked with Mayor Peterson and Director Pollitt to help us in securing additional loan support through the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity. And for that, we thank you. Now, I was recently asked, why Franklin Park? No offense, Mayor. But people have asked, why Franklin Park? Why continue to expand here? Well, as the Mayor said, we've been in Franklin Park since 1989. This is a pro-business environment. Our employees and our people, the workforce in the surrounding areas, and the central location to major highways makes this an ideal location. As Governor Quinn alluded to, transportation is key in our business. As you can look around, you'll see lots of large products. Freight's very important to us. So this was the ideal location for us to come. Mayor Peterson and his staff are committed not only to the business residents of this community, but also to the residents of this community. He knows and they know that by bringing businesses like Cortina and Digital Realty and others into Franklin Park, we help make everyone's life in Franklin Park better. They are committed to the village. Yes, there's challenges, and yes, there are challenges to being located here. Challenges we hope that over time will overcome and over time may improve. We hope that the continued mindset will build and foster jobs, as is evidenced here today by the commitment of both public and private entities. As a U.S.-based manufacturer, we continue to face many challenges, and while the road ahead still poses many challenges and risks, we remain optimistic that our government leaders will continue to see value in encouraging and supporting manufacturing jobs as they've done here today. Thank you very much for coming.
Okay, very good. Well, I want to thank Jeff and Mark and their dad, Mike, for the commitment to Illinois. One of our favorite expressions is made in Illinois, made in America. And I think Jeff just said a U.S.-based manufacturer is really, really important to our country and to our state. And we work hard at that, and manufacturing is so important. I mentioned that, but I want to bring forward Adam Pollitt, who is our director of the Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity, to talk about what our manufacturing initiatives are here and everywhere in Illinois. Come on forward here, Adam.
Thank you, Governor, and thanks very much to Mayor Peterson for his work on this, as well as Pam McDonough from the Alliance. I think they were all very instrumental in bringing this project together. I think what's really important for my department to stress is that the governor's #1 priority here is job creation. It's what we are focused on relentlessly. Every day, it's our North Star. And so to get to job creation, we know that we need to do several things. And what we want to celebrate today is not just Cortina's success, but the idea that providing access to capital to our small and medium-sized businesses is absolutely crucial to growing their presence here in Illinois, to creating jobs right here in our state. We know that that's the lifeblood of a small and medium-sized business. You heard Jeff talk about the short window of time, and I think that's really instructive. Opportunities come up for businesses and they need to act. And we as a state entity need to be as nimble and able to provide them with the credit they might not be able to get otherwise, so they can take care of those advantages and those opportunities and grow their businesses here. So that's what this department is very much committed to and what we want to celebrate. And as a part of that, we have a program called Advantage Illinois, where we've already put out $22 million in play to help small and medium-sized businesses like Cortina grow, and that's leveraged $220 million in private financing. It's created over 1,200 jobs and retained over 900. And it's businesses just like Cortina every day that we want to be helping, and so we want to make sure that that's a commitment that we make to the businesses here in Illinois and continue to go forward. So I congratulate Cortina and, of course, everybody who made this possible, and thank them very much and look forward to working together. Thank you.
Well said. Good job, Adam. Well, I think it's important to understand that access to capital and credit is key to growing a business. You can't have capitalism without capital. And not too long ago, I went to high school. I took 4 years of Latin. I never thought I used Latin, but the word credit in Latin means to believe. And we believe in Cortina, we believe in Franklin Park, and we also believe in a new company that is bringing a data center. This is a very important stride forward for our state and for Franklin Park. And I want to have Matt Mazewski come forward and talk about Digital Realty Trust and the new data center that's coming right here to Franklin Park. Come on forward here, Matt. Okay.
Thank you, Governor Quinn and Mayor Peterson, representatives, and Director Andrew Moyer says hi. That will become self-evident in just a little bit where that comes from. And thanks for including Digital Realty in today's event. We're honored to be in such distinguished company, especially alongside other distinguished companies who are doing incredible things for the citizens of Franklin Park. I'd also like to take just a few seconds to thank the village trustees of Franklin Park and the Economic Development Commission of Franklin Park for approving our 6B tax incentive, which was proposed and has been and will continue to help us to attract new corporations or enterprises to our development inside Franklin Park. There's a little bit of background and a little explanation of what that small ribbing was about. I have an affinity for Irish governors. I was on the cabinet of Governor Jim Doyle in the great state of Wisconsin. I'm always hesitant to say that during football season. So I'm glad that I'm outside of that window because I am a Packer season ticket holder. But it is good to be back here in the Midwest and to understand that in our company, both myself as a senior vice president who sits on the senior leadership committee, as well as our CEO, Mike Faust, are sons of the Midwest. And so we always come back to make sure that we invest where we're supposed to invest. And the reason we are all here today is to highlight the exciting opportunities in economic development activity here in the village, and Digital Realty is proud to be a part of this economic revitalization. We purchased, and folks have talked about this already a little bit, the 23-acre site now known as Digital Chicago, soon to be renamed Digital Franklin Park. And my marketing person's going to kill me now because I think she already printed the signs, but we'll get those redone in May of 2012 for approximately $22 million. When the data campus redevelopment is complete, though, this site will consist of approximately 700,000 square feet in an incredibly desirable location. Large business, residential population, limited risk for natural disasters. When I worked for the governor, I would give speeches about economic development all the time, and I would give speeches to high-tech companies that were looking to locate in Silicon Valley, which is where I'm from now, so I need to be careful. But in terms of natural disasters, the location that we have here is incredible. In terms of some of the partnerships we have here, in terms of power, it's incredible. When we start to talk about fiber infrastructure, it's incredible. And when we start to talk about one of the best airports on the planet, it's an incredible opportunity for us. In addition to the advantages at the state and city level, our long-term working relationship with ComEd has allowed us to meet aggressive project delivery timelines. Extremely important for us and extremely important for our customers. Together with ComEd, we continue to explore new and innovative ways to provide power at the highest level of reliability, including the current plan to convert the primary substation serving Digital Franklin Park, into a new smart substation as part of ComEd's system-wide smart grid initiative. And I want to take a second to explain how important it is and how we are very selective. I'm part of the investment committee for Digital Realty Trust back in San Francisco. We make our selections in a very tight criteria for us getting involved, and we make sure that certain things are in place. Having progressive partners like ComEd who are doing things like smart grid technology make us more competitive and make us a bigger magnet for more development here at Franklin Park. So those kinds of relationships are incredibly important. Our commitment to ComEd's new data center industry-specific energy efficiency program will provide long-term benefits for our customers, for the community, and for our company. That kind of commitment makes us a sustainable relationship with Franklin Park and a sustainable relationship with the environment. Our presence in the Chicago market represents not only a significant investment for Digital Realty, but also signals our lasting commitment to the local market. And by the way, Mayor Barrett in Milwaukee would consider that part of the local market. I always have to make sure I mention that. And to meeting the strong demand for world-class data center solutions in that area. In addition to our site in Franklin Park, our Chicago portfolio currently also includes two of the most important internet gateway properties in the world, 350 East Cermak and 600 South Federal. So in closing, I'd like to just acknowledge all of the team efforts around Digital Realty in support of our efforts here. We've got a number of folks that work together on our own team, but really, as a guy who has pitched from a governmental perspective and a guy who has pitched from the private sector perspective for additional investments in certain locations, it only works when all of us are working together. When local government is working with county government, is working with state government, is working sometimes with the federal government, and is working with the private sector, which is why I am glad that we are part of the community of Franklin Park, and while this is just the beginning of our investment here. So thank you very much.
Well, we have to be talking to you some more here, Matt.
Absolutely.
Well done. Very good. Well, we're glad Matt came. Yeah, and we're glad Digital Realty is here. And, you know, as Matt just said, it is a team effort. I believe in teamwork. And I work with the legislature, and we have two of our excellent legislators here today. I want them to come forward because they're committed, as I am, to economic growth for everyday people, for middle-class folks. They have a good job and a good future for their family. And someone who I've worked with very closely over the last several years is Representative Camille Lilly. Come on forward, Camille. We want to hear from you all. Okay? Very good.
Good afternoon. I'd like to start off with congratulating our governor for putting together such an awesome partnership. So can we give him a round of applause? Public-private partnerships around business is what is the backbone to our great state. And this partnership, where we're bringing a small business such as Katina up to speed, if you will, I'm going to say up to speed, to being a larger business because of their own vision and their own passion, family-owned, mind you, to what they have to offer our great state. But it impacts the residents. It impacts the people. These are jobs that they have been thirsting for, and they are now here. Under the leadership of Mayor Barrett Peterson and his ability and his cunning wit to make sure that people come together and stay together. That's why Franklin Park is on the map. And I'm only one of 3 representatives who represent Franklin Park, and I've said I'm part of a new family that is really representing what Illinois is all about. Thank you, Director Pullitt. You are really doing an awesome job with the tools the state has to make sure that these small businesses are flourishing and remaining in our great state. With that being said, it's an honor and it's a privilege to work alongside Governor Quinn as we do the business of Illinois, which is keeping people to work and making sure manufacturing is here in our great state and providing tools and techniques and safety equipment that makes our business community the best. So thank you and God bless.
Really well done. Excellent. Very good. You know, I really am very, very impressed with Camille Lilly, Representative Lilly. You know, her new district does include Franklin Park. It's a city suburban district, so, you know, it kind of brings that teamwork idea together, the city, the suburbs, all of us working together, our downstate communities, going down right after here, down to Champaign, to our university, the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. We're dedicating the new supercomputer that's going to be helping all businesses in our state. It's really important that we understand that we are one state, and there's no such thing as Democratic jobs or Republican jobs. There's no such thing as Democratic roads or Republican roads. We're all in this together. It's a bipartisan effort, and a good man who's representing this district and this city as well is with us today, Representative Mike McAuliffe. Mike, why don't you come forward and talk, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Governor and Director, and also Mayor Barrett Peterson. You do a great job here in Franklin Park. I just represented Franklin Park for the past couple of months, and I can't tell you what a great job Mayor Peterson does to let me know that part of my district's in Franklin Park. It's not a big part, but it's a small part. But I'll tell you what, anytime a legislator can go to any part of their district and be able to go to a jobs opening, jobs grant program where more people are going to work, that gives us a good feeling. Isn't it great when we pass bills and do jobs and new roads and bridges that we can use equipment that's built and manufactured and employs people in our own state? To me, that's a win-win. So I'm proud to be here today with everyone, and look forward to seeing all of you and talking with you. Thank you.
Well said there, Mike. Well done. Very good. You know, I think Mike did summarize it very well, that manufacturing spreads and spawns other businesses. And the fact that we are making this great investment in our highway safety, in our highway building and bridge building. We've done almost 7,000 miles of roads, either new roads or repairing roads, 1,113 bridges. And I want to thank Mike and Camille for voting for that. We wouldn't have the resources to do all this building on our highways without you. And thank you very much. And Barrett, you know how to put people together. Keep it going. We want to show the whole state of Illinois where the 4th largest manufacturing center is. You're on your way to #1. Thank you very much.